Well, good evening, and welcome into Creator Cabin. And do we have a show for you today? I have a special guest, and this is a special time slot for Creator Cabin too. I know we're coming in a little late for you guys, but hey, not everybody can come in on a Sunday afternoon. If you're coming in this evening, welcome in. I welcome you. My name is Jeremy. I'm your host. Today is Saturday, July 11th. And we have a very, very special guest coming in. So special, in fact, that we we are coming on at a special time today. It is 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and let's find out what time it is on the other side of the planet. That's right. We got our special guest, Sean, coming in from Australia. Welcome in, Mr. Sean. How are you doing this evening?
G'day. This afternoon, it is 12:01. Our time right here, right now. So we don't have to worry about your US time zones.
Right.
It's the bane of my life. Anyway,
What is the time zone called where you live?
so we're on Australian Eastern Standard Time.
Okay, that'll work. So, yeah, if you're in that time zone, hey, good afternoon, and I hope you are enjoying lunch. We are live now, so let me hit this live button right here. And if you were at work and it's lunchtime,
Yep.
what does a typical lunch look like for you right now? What do you eat?
Can of tuna.
A can of tuna. Okay, well that'll work. We have tuna here.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just the small can. I'm on a carnivore diet, so I eat mostly meat, protein, and animal products. So like milk and that sort of stuff,
Oh,
yogurt.
that'll work. All right, so let's go ahead and dive in. I want to welcome in the viewers to the replay. Welcome in, welcome in. And the live stream, Orange Cone Vlog is first up in the chat. Hello.
G'day, Ross.
Yep, Ross is in the house. Okay, so for the viewers meeting you for the first time, because I know we're going to fix this for the replay. So
Yep.
for the viewers meeting you for the first time, who is Sean behind the Downunder Cruisers?
So my normal day job is I run a company that teaches first aid and other work health and safety type courses. We call it a registered training organization. You guys have things like Red Cross and American Heart Association or Heart Foundation, whatever it is. And those are the ones that create the first aid courses. We, on the other hand, are similar to that according to Australian law. So we create first aid courses and so forth, and we teach them. And that's what we do.
Cool. The first aid courses, you might know one of the creators that does that is Scotty J Travels. He
Yes.
teaches people first aid as well.
Yep.
So yeah, we have that paramedics. They keep learning at the
Correct.
firehouse, where they're at, and it's a beautiful thing. Bud Files is in. Michael Ann Spoiled Mama is in. Hello.
G'day, Michael Ann.
Yes.
G'day,
yes.
Bud Files. And Ross is being rude again.
What was life like before cruising became such a major part of your identity?
Oh boy, that's a tough one. I mean, we Ilana, this is interesting. Okay, Ilana and I have been married for 10 years, and we've been involved with cruising for about 12. So about 13 years ago, Ilana and I got together, and we were looking at ways of having vacations that were outside of the norm. As a result, we ended up, we thought, well, what's different? I mean, we can go to a place called Dalesford, which is a short drive up. We could go to Sydney. We could go to Brisbane. We've done all of that. That's awesome. But what could we do that's different? And we started looking at cruises, and well, so we got involved in a cruise, and it was I'll never forget it. It's the Golden Princess sailing out of Melbourne, headed to on January the 5th, 2016, sailing out of Melbourne and going circumnavigating New Zealand and back to Melbourne. 14 days. Beautiful cruise. And then we got hooked because, goodness me, you walk on the cruise ship, it's so freaking big. Go into your cabin, you unpack. Now what? Let's go up to the Lido and check out the parties that are going on. And everybody's so friendly. Everybody's oh, come and join us, have a drink, whatever. And that was us. We just got hooked. But it was funny because we called it our honeymoon cruise. We weren't getting married until the next April. So, I mean, it was the honeymoon before the honeymoon. Like,
Okay.
it was great. So
That's good. That's actually awesome, man. New Zealand and oh wow,
oh,
Ross.
thanks, Ross.
Okay,
Typical.
that is amazing. First of all, wow. But secondly, Antoinette Fun has made it in. Hello, good evening,
Hey,
and well,
Antoinette, fun. How you going?
yes, that is awesome. I don't know how he did that, but wow. Um, Wait a minute. Okay, you answered that. Where in Australia do you call home?
So we live in Melbourne, which is southern part of Australia. The next most southern place is a place called Tasmania. They're just below us, and that we call that the Apple Isle. So yeah, we live in Melbourne in a suburb called Bentley East. Check it out on the map.
Let's see. Let's see. What makes cruising from Australia unique compared to North America?
The fact that we are so far from everyone. So for us, the average cruise is around 10 to 14 days. The average cruise.
Mhm.
We are fortunate in that we can do cruises to nowhere. So you might do a 2 or 3 day cruise that leaves out of Melbourne and ends up in Sydney, or ends back in Melbourne, or whatever. But cruising around Australia, I mean, to totally circumnavigate Australia is a 21-day cruise.
Mm.
And there's just so many opportunities. Come on down, check us out. There's not only spiders and snakes.
Well, I hear you. And we could dive into that, and that might be a bonus round or something like that. How you guys have like the most killer stuff. Okay, but I have been watching Amazon or like the rainforest in Amazon, and they got anacondas. So I don't
Yes.
So yeah. Ross is asking you a question right here. What is your favorite port on Australia cruises overall?
So my favorite port actually is Sydney. Sydney's actually exquisite. Talking about Sydney, and this is something that you might want to think about down the track. In 2029, December of 2029, we're looking at having New Year's Eve in Sydney. Then, the first week in January of 2030, doing a cruise out of Sydney and headed up to either the South Pacific or New Zealand. And why Sydney? Because where the ship actually docks, on the right-hand side, you've got Sydney Harbour Bridge.
Hmm.
We call it the coat hanger. On the left-hand side, we've got the Sydney Opera House. In front of us is the CBD. So when that ship just pulls out, it's got to be the most exquisite view. You've got your tail end coming in just underneath the harbour bridge
Mm,
and then sailing straight out of the heads. It's absolutely brilliant.
man. And is this a nighttime sail away, or is it during the day?
Um, Usually it's around about 1600 hours, 4 o'clock.
Okay, that's about the same time for us too.
Yeah.
Uh, wow. I would have a hard time with this question, but let's try it on you. What is the biggest lesson cruising has taught you about life?
Oh, patience. Be patient with people around you and be patient with yourself.
I'm going to try to answer this one because this is very nice. I have learned that things are a certain way for a certain reason and for certain people.
Yep.
That's the biggest lesson that cruising has taught me about life is that things are in certain order for a
For a
reason.
reason. Yep.
Because if you go to a cruise line that you feel uncomfortable with, then you're out of place. It's like that could be a big turnoff.
Correct.
And then I have been shown the different sides of cruising. Like you said, Princess, you started out with Princess. If I started out with Princess and went to another type of cruise line that did not offer everything that Princess is so awesome about, I would be very disappointed because now I have experienced that upper level of cruising, and now I kind of halfway expect it
Mm.
because I've enjoyed it, and it's really cool. But that's the biggest lesson. This is a really good question. How has cruising changed you as a person?
Oh, that is a very good question. Um, I don't think it's changed me overly, other than brought out a part of me that has always been there, and that is my aim in life has always been to make a difference in people's lives, um, and and because of the Helping Hands for Cruising side of things, it's actually achieved that. Because I mean, one of the things I wanted to do was get people to come and join us on cruise ships. I did that because we got Kenny on, we got 7 different people all paid for a cruise. I've
Mhm,
got a lot to go yet. We've got like 10,000 people we want to put on board a cruise. But at the end of the day, we're making a difference in people's lives. I mean, Kenny's life has changed significantly from what it was to what it is today.
mhm.
So, I mean, from my point of view, it's just brought out a lot more of what I've been trying to achieve.
Absolutely. So for questions 11 through 20, I'm going to push that past Helping Hands for Cruising because I know that
Sure.
we're itching to get to it. Okay, we
Yep.
really are. We are itching to get to the Helping Hands for Cruising stuff. But first, we got to welcome in Megs and Cheese. What is going on?
G'day, Meg.
Yes, and Jarrett Talks is in the house. We were on his show. We were here recently. We were on Jarrett Talks, and we had the honor of joining his show. Cheryl and I were on that one.
Wow.
Michael Ann says, I would love to go to Sydney after I win the lotto.
That's what everybody says. Just put some money aside. I've given you 5 years.
Right, right.
Well, 4 actually.
Okay, here it is. We're going to dive into it, but first I'm going to present the screen. And as Sean talks about it, we can look at it right here. This is none other than Helping Hands for Cruising. And what inspired you to create Helping Hands for Cruising?
Getting Kenny on board a cruise ship,
That was
basically.
just the bottom line, right?
That was the bottom line. I mean, he was we were all planning a cruise together, a group cruise, and I said, Kenny, do you want to come join us? And he goes, yeah, I'd love to do that. And I put him in touch with our then TA, and she sent him a quote, and he said to me, there's no way possibly I could ever afford that.
Hmm.
And he has a kid that had never left Kingsport, Tennessee. He'd never seen the ocean. He's never been on a cruise, nothing. So I just put it out there to people, and I said, guys, we want to put Kenny on a cruise. Does anybody want to put some money in? And everybody went, yeah, yeah, yeah. They put some money in, and we had enough cash over to put another person on board a cruise ship. So we set up the charity, and we put 7 on ever since.
Yeah. Okay, and a couple of more people came in. Miss OCV Donna has made it in, and also the chief, the BC family dispatcher has made it in. Hello, good evening, and welcome in, or good afternoon, because that's what time it is where Sean is.
G'day,
And
Donna. How you going? I
yeah,
can't see the other person, but anyway.
just to catch up, everybody, this is Sean from the Downunder Cruisers, aka the founder of Helping Hands for Cruising, which is a charity that helps people get on cruises. And I want to dive into that more deeply. So, when did you first realize there was a need for a charity focused on helping cruisers?
It was at the point that we tried to get Kenny on board a cruise.
Hmm.
That was when I realized, hey, wait a minute, there's got to be people out there that deserve a cruise, have never had the opportunity for one reason or another, whether they're disabled or they're the care, particularly the carer of disabled people. We wanted to get on because, as you know, being the carer of somebody, um, there are times when you need a bit of respite, and so we were looking at that opportunity there as well. So that was actually the time we started that process off.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. I know that you have a story that perfectly illustrates why the organization exists, but which is Kenny. He was, the first. But can you share another one that was a little more impactful than the first, or how, or can you gauge, how impactful these most recent ones have been versus the first? Like, can you share another story?
Sure. Um, so one that springs to mind in a really big way is a guy, Dan Molan. Now, Dan was brought to us by a previous recipient, Roxanne, and Dan has been going through a lot of things in the background. He's never had the opportunity to do what we do. So we brought him on board the cruise, and I was talking with him afterwards, and I was going, so tell me what's your story? How did you enjoy the cruise? How did you enjoy the benefit? And Dan goes, he says, look, when I came on, I had no idea what to expect, and really, he is a very humble man. He said when he came on board, he had no idea what to expect. While he was on board, if he needed quiet time, he took his time and he spent his quiet time. If he wanted company, he would come out and find us, and we were easy to find and come and enjoy the time with us. And basically, he said when he got off the cruise, he felt fulfilled. So much so that he's helping us in other ways right now.
Good, 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 good. So it's the recipients are now coming back to show
Correct.
appreciation in helping it in the organization. That that is a great success story. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's see. What is the biggest challenge in running a nonprofit?
Getting the volunteers to work
Okay. Have there been moments where you wondered if the charity would make it?
every day,
Yep, I know.
every day.
Let's see. How can cruise creators and cruise fans help support the mission?
Oh, that is a very important question. And what we hope is that other cruise creators can, from time to time, number one, come into the Helping Hands for Cruising channel. Subscribe to it for starters.
Mhm.
For seconders, host a cruise. Go ahead and host a cruise where we can put on at least one or two recipients if we have the opportunity. More importantly, we're looking for people who can come along and give us assistance, volunteer, like, for example, join one of our committees, or even if we've got a cruise going, be a volunteer to assist people to come on board the cruise. Just come and join, come and help us, because this thing doesn't work in a vacuum. There's a great picture of Gabby. That's another a great story, and I'll tell you about that a little later on. But really, we're looking for people who are willing to, one way or another, give us assistance, whether it be sponsorship or it be financial or it be a some items for us to auction off, or whether it be, I don't know, just being on a cruise and helping give people an opportunity to do things. It's it's better than having the same four people do everything over and over again and having those four people burn out.
Right, right, right. That's and also I want to have a way to that the public can share. It can help out too, is to share the mission. You know,
Yep.
if you can't donate, at least share. You know,
Correct.
it has a link. This link is very simple. It is called helping hands the number 4 cruising.org. If anything, you can at least type those words to help Sean and his team get someone who may otherwise not be able to cruise to get on a ship. And I know we all enjoy cruising, especially for Embarkation Nation, who has made it into the chat. Hello,
Hey, Ben. How you
good evening,
going?
and welcome in. Yeah, they like cruising too. So yeah, it's real simple to type those letters. Just share it with your family, your friends, or anybody who may have a good heart and may have a little extra time or may have a little extra funds to help out with the charity. Cheryl says that she would like to help.
We'd love Cheryl's help. I got the perfect job for Cheryl.
Okay, I think we woke her up. Yep.
I'm sorry.
5 years from now, what would success look like for Helping Hands for Cruising?
A branch in 5 countries.
That'll work. Okay, now let's go backwards. Now we're going back to the beginning of Downunder Cruisers. Let's talk about it. What inspired Downunder Cruisers to first get started?
So I was talking with a couple that don't do much in the way of video anymore. Niels and I always forget her name. Kim and Niels. I was talking to them and they're going, Sean, you know, you can do this. And I go, yeah, when? All these YouTubers are up there, they're all doing their stuff. How could I don't, they go, just start a time slot. And it happened to be our summer. And I went, okay, I'll do midday is our time slot on a Saturday either for us, which is 10 p.m. Friday evening for you folk. And so I started and I'd squirrel away and do my own little bit. And Ilana got really curious. And what are you doing? Why are you hiding away? And she saw what I was doing. And then she decided, hey, I want to take a piece of the action. Mm-hmm. So she came in and joined me. It's been fun. It's been a great way to meet people. And I can tell you, I just love this community, to be honest.
Yeah. It's, you know, with the cruising, it's all about the YouTube community over here. It really is. And tell me a little more about these Down Under Cruiser Awards here. What was this all about?
So this was that was on the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. If you see the one with me with my cap on, you'll see on my right hand side is my son David, the one with the beard. Mm-hmm. He got an award for being the MC on the Rock and Roll. That was really great. And then on the left is Dan, and Dan got the award for being a recipient.
Okay,
that was his.
That's Dan.
Certificates.
That's Dan. Okay, very good. So I can see that there are some more videos here, and I'm just scrolling. Ooh, Merry Christmas! I love it, love it, love it. The Queen Mary visited. Yeah. Okay, I see the Queen Mary. So yeah, I mean, get on over here and check out the Down Under Cruisers. Also, they're sitting at 710, guys. We could do better than this. I believe that we a whole lot better than this. And also, I want to check out Helping Hands for Cruising right here. They are sitting at 468. We can do better than this. Correct. All channels are headed toward 500 at least. Yeah. All channels are headed toward 500. We can get them to 500 very easy. That is youtube.com/@ Helping Hands 4 Cruising. Be sure to get over here and subscribe today. And also the website is Helping Hands 4 Cruising.org. Somebody mentioned this in the chat earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and ask you about the Heroes Cruise. What is going on with this? I'm hearing some chatter right here about it. Tell me all about it. Tell the folks how they can get involved with the Heroes Cruise.
Okay, for starters, you'll notice I've got a picture here of a hero, and this was from our last live stream, which was yesterday, our time. Um, what we're looking at doing is we're talking with NCL at the moment to get a cruise. Uh, it's going to be September 2028 is what we're looking at on one of the NCL ships going out of hopefully Port Canaveral and going down to the section of the Caribbean that's got St. Thomas and Tortola and all that in there.
The Saint Islands.
So that's our hope. We are waiting on NCL to drop their itineraries. The issue we've got right now is we know the date. We don't know the date. We know the time frame.
Sure.
And we know the cruise line, but we don't know the ship or the itinerary yet. What we are doing on that cruise is to honor first responders, military personnel, Gold Star families. So first responders, police, fireys, paramedics, then all branches of the military, whether they are active or veterans, and Gold Star families, obviously. So we're looking at all of those because we want to honor them. We want to thank them for their service. And with that cruise, we're looking to put 10 recipients on board.
Nice.
The average cost of a recipient, now a recipient is not just the person themselves, it's generally the person and a carer or a spouse or whatever the case might be. So because it's always dual occupancy that we look at when we're booking a cabin. So our cost right now for us to put 10 people on board a cruise is around $50,000. It's $5,000 per recipient. What that includes is the cabin, getting them to the cruise port, accommodation the night before,
right,
all the food that they might have outside of the cruise, and then getting them home at the end of the cruise. So it's quite a substantial amount of money that we lay aside to give them a cruise. And what we're looking at for the Heroes Cruise is honoring our military, our first responders. So that's it in a nutshell.
Right. And NCL seems to be the going cruise brand for Helping Hands for Cruising. Is there a rhyme or reason behind that?
Yeah, we actually went to 6 different cruise lines initially. Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, I said Carnival, NCL, Princess. We looked at about 6. NCL was the only one that came back to us, number one. And number 2, they were the only one that came back to us with something favorable. All the others, like we were talking about, we're talking Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean would take our money, plenty of it,
right?
But they wouldn't do very much for us. Whereas NCL came to the party in every light, and they continue to do so. So it's really quite exciting.
I know that the cruise that the Carnival Breeze that you guys went on versus the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise, it seems like it grew like within that time frame right there, because like you had a smaller cruise going on the Breeze, and then all of a sudden this Rock and Roll thing came out, and it was like this really really big explosion of participation, I believe. And there was a lot of more interest. Do you believe that it was driven by the bands or the more interest that grew for the charity itself?
The Breeze was a hosted cruise. So that was hosted by, put a lime in it, by Amy Kephart. Whereas the Rock and Roll Cruise was actually a Helping Hands for Cruising cruise.
Okay. I was wondering, because I remember there being a lot more, it seemed like there was a lot more toward that. And then with this new Heroes one, there's a lot of attention on it as well.
Yeah.
I know that you see it growing with a lot more eyes on the charity as well, and
Yep.
that's yeah. So that is good. Let me see. What was the first video or live stream that really took off for you? Like how what was the one that made you keep going?
There wasn't one in particular. I mean, I think I'm just stubborn. I'll just keep going until it smacks me in the face that really I'm a failure. So I'll just keep going.
Yep. Oh, that'll work. What are some of the biggest mistakes you made as a new content creator?
Some of the biggest mistakes. Oh my God. That's a very tough question. Maybe relying too much on what other people were thinking about my content rather than just getting on with it.
Sure. Yep. And I know mine. I'm going to go ahead and answer this one because these are content creator questions, and that's what we do here. So I have to answer my own. I have not been as well on audio on my videos. I have not been as stringent on the audio, making sure that it's good. Catching ambient music whenever it was really unnecessary. Those are the biggest mistakes that I've made. The mic wasn't on a couple of streams. You know, you have to make sure that all of the buttons are pushed before you start going on. And speaking of creators, there are some more coming in.
Awesome.
Yes. Travel Cake Trips has made it in. Hello, and they will be our guest on Creator Cabin tomorrow. So be sure to get ready for this kind of show right here. And our good friend Scotty J Travels has made
Scotty
it in.
J. Oh my God. Seriously, Scotty J. I don't know.
He made it in.
Yep.
We mentioned him a while ago. Let's see. How has your content evolved since those early days?
I started off doing voiceovers when I started off, and especially when I'm doing videos. When I'm doing live streams, it's a different story. But when I'm doing videos, I started off doing more voiceovers, and I was finding that like too much like hard work. So I've started putting together video and using typing rather notes in there to get information out. I think that works a little bit better, but I need to do better, and I need to do more, and I need to, like we all do, we've got to do more and get more shorts and all sorts of exciting things happening.
What is involved in producing a typical cruise video? I'm talking about from the beginning to the end. What type of equipment do you use, and software, etc.? What's all involved with it?
That's
a phone and an action camera. Very good, very good.
It's a GoPro. So I'm using my GoPro and my mobile phone basically to get all my. I don't believe in spending a fortune on camera equipment. A, you lose it. B, at times it's hard to keep track of. So just the easy things that you've got, your phone and maybe a GoPro, and away you go and do whatever. So I'll get as much video as I possibly can and then bring it home and go through the editing process. There's still a bucket load of stuff from the R&R that I have not put to video yet, that I've not edited yet. So there's still stuff to be done. Actually, truth be known, there's still stuff from the original Golden Princess cruise that has to be still done.
Okay.
Surprise, surprise.
Okay, well, hey, Princess, I fell in love with Princess this last December. I'm telling you, the Princess is top notch. If you haven't done Princess, make it happen. Yes. Okay. So, what do viewers never see behind the scenes?
My desk. My desk looks exactly like my mind, so I don't want to show it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's cool. How do you balance enjoying a cruise while also documenting it? This is the biggest one for cruise tubers.
It is. It is. So my thing is this: I walk around with the camera everywhere. Whether I actually use it or not is another story. But
Hmm.
I'm walking around with it so that I can capture the moments should it happen.
Hmm.
And then it's a matter of capturing, and when I get home, just editing.
Okay, so let's see. The way I balance it is as follows. I have a certain camera angle or certain camera things that I know that all of the viewers are looking for. A room
Mhm,
tour, the Lido deck party, the buffet, the
mhm.
the ship tour. Really, I call it a closer look, where I
Yep,
just take you through the ship and let you see all the public areas and stuff like that.
yep,
Everybody wants to see how the atrium looks, how the white party looks. These are things that I make a must go to on cruises to show the audience. But how do you balance a vacation while also document your vacation? I mean,
correct.
truly make it a vacation vlog. It's like a home video. Shoot
Yep,
a home video, because that's what a cruise vlog is.
correct,
Everything else that you do is pretty much going to be for extra B-roll or things that you could talk about while doing what Sean says, like a voiceover and things like those. You can shoot what's called B-roll. And it don't matter if there's, kids or music or whatever playing it, because all you're doing is showing the video side of it.
correct.
So that's cool. Just document all of your walks, and that could be your ship tour.
Yep,
Whenever you're walking back and forth to go different places, that's how I do it.
and the buffet makes a whole heap of good content because the buffet is always changing.
It does. Yep. What has been your most memorable interaction with a subscriber?
Oh, the meetup before the cruise,
Yeah,
because
I'm
because
thinking that too.
because that's the time when everybody's excited to meet the new person, and then you just all let your hair down.
Hmm. We had people come to the meetup in Tampa before our Paradise cruise that weren't going on the cruise.
Yep,
That was special. It's like they didn't have to, but they showed up. And
correct.
that was really cool.
So we had that happen at the Rock and Roll. Um, we had Greg and Michelle and Chris and Liz from Cruise Life, from Carnival Cruise Addicts,
Mhm.
and Greg and Michelle from oh, there's a pretty face. Um,
Wait, when I say this. But here, Sean, I'm so excited. Um, this is an honor to have you, first of all, here. And I really appreciate everybody in the chat. And if everybody in the chat, this is just me, if you would share this channel out, because um, I lurk with Sean. And I've lurked on this channel for a long time. Um, and he's been sitting at in the 400s for too long. And for all of us to be, we can help if we share his channel out. I'm sorry, I had to get up out the bed. I had to,
I
I had
appreciate
to,
everything you do.
okay, I had to get
Yeah,
up and I had to,
Sean's been in the 400s for years.
well, he's been in too long.
Yeah.
I'm
And
an old man.
and for him to be with in our community, I'm just going to say our community, he has a certain group of people in Australia. We need to, in our area, in our region, or we need to share him out. Each one of us, I share every time I go into you all's chat, I share you out. Share him out. Let the people in North America know who Sean is and what he's doing. He's doing a good thing. You know, he has these marathons. I think we've done two.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've done two of the marathons. We just didn't do the third one because we weren't going to be here. But we do the telethons that he puts on. Um, and then this last telethon he had, we were able to see on one of the nights, they were all
Mhm.
new YouTubers. And we're talking about Foodie's Vacation. We're talking about Scotty J. I mean, these were all new creators. And if we as creators are really creators, you see what I'm saying? You will share the channel out and get more subscribers. The more subscribers he has, he can get to that 500. You know, we all wanted to get to that magic number 500. We all wanted to get to that magic number 1,000. But he can't get to it if we don't help him. You know, people say, well, I need watch hours. Well, yeah, we'll work on the watch hours once we get to that because we can, you can do a thing. Introduce Sean to your group of people that you have as subscribers. And that's all I'm asking. Share them out. And I'm going to tell you how you do it. This is easy because I do it all the time. Okay. They might not know how to do it. I do, I go to my YouTube. There's a plus button down at the bottom. You put the symbol, and it lets Sean know that you have shared him out. And that symbol is going to be at Helping Hands for Cruising. That's the channel we want to share out. We want to get him to 500. That's the golden plan here. The plan is to get him at 500. And once he get to 500, it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as we all know. So, before you leave out, let's get Sean at 500 by Monday. If you share him out today, people always look at your, what is that, community tab. If you share him out today, they will click him and go see him. And what I put subscribe and share. When I share somebody out, I said, Ed, Helping Hands for Cruising. Then I say, subscribe and share. That's all I say. That's all I say. Sometimes I say, this is an amazing channel. And that I say that if the person has over 10,000, he's already made that, or they have already made that. But Sean needs to make the 500. So let's do it. Do it for me. The
Cheryl, I
person,
love you.
the
Thank you.
person that can't do it for me. The person that really can't walk, but I got up out of my hospital bed to come over here because he was naming some great creators in the chat. Um, just do it. Hey, Michael Ant. See, I can see something.
Well, TJ's, and also maybe you can welcome the chat in and ask the bonus round of questions here. Hang on.
Oh, well, see, I go
Hang on.
from the hip. I go from the hip. I don't read questions, Sean, because
Fire away.
I know you. I think I know you well enough that I don't need a list of questions to ask
Correct.
you. You know,
Correct.
because I know you and Jimmy are friends because of the common connection y'all have. I lurk a lot. I do. I lurk a lot because I'm watching it on my TV and there's no way for me to chat with you all. And
Cruise Convo is in.
Hey, Cruise Convo.
Yep.
And see, look.
TJ's in.
Hey, TJ. Now, TJ, you're on the East Coast, West Coast. You need to share him out. Share him out. Y'all need to share him out. Just share him out. Hey, girl. Michael in.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Okay, I'm gonna say hi to everybody, but I need some of you, or some of you are in a different area. Some of you are in Canada. You know, a different what is it?
Market.
Market. Some of you are in New York. Some of you are on the West Coast. Okay, I know where some of y'all are. Y'all need to share him out and let him be known. You know, just think. And I'm not talking about the recipients from past cruises because they all were awesome. I love Kenny. But this Heroes cruise, I was when I was sleeping, I heard Sean's voice. And I woke up and I said, "Oh man, let me do it. Let me get up and get on my this is a wheelchair, Sean. So I understand. You know, I'm one that understands, but I can afford the cruise. There are people that want to cruise that can't. And then just think, you guys, the people that have either fought for our freedom, the people that um, go every day, I mean, every day with their life on the line and not knowing they coming home, these
Yeah.
policemen,
Yeah.
these firemen, they don't
Yeah.
get paid half enough. And I
Yeah.
mean it. And they need a break. They
Yeah.
got to go in the room and say, call out, that kind of stuff. Just think if you had that job and you needed a vacation and the only vacation you got was, I don't know, Six Flags, or Disneyland. That's a vacation, but you still got to go home and what is it, cook and clean. Look, let's help with that money. You know what? If each one of us, because we're going to do it, if each one of us right now get, I don't know where we would give this money to, because Sean haven't put no link up here yet. But you
I
need to,
actually,
you
I actually
did,
tried to put it up, get my link running so that we could
because
co.
that's important. How can he do that?
Actually, a couple of the mods are in right now.
Okay, mods can
Yeah,
do it.
mods can drop the link.
Okay, and
Yeah.
so go
I
get.
can I can drop the link.
Okay, well, go get the
Best,
go
the
get
best
the
bet
go
would
get.
be to go to the Helping Hands for Cruising website
Yeah,
because in the website
here.
there's an option for people to make
Okay, well then
donations. And so forth.
go get
I
the.
got it.
Okay, go get the
Copy.
credit card and give some money. Okay, we're not gonna talk it. We're not gonna walk with it. What is it say? You're not. I'm not gonna.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna
Walk it
be.
like you talk it.
No, that's not
Walk
it.
it like you
Walk the
walk it.
walk, don't talk the talk.
Yes, that's what we fixing to do now.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Sean. Whatever, because I had this stroke and things don't
Now,
connect.
now, Cheryl, I need to tell you this. You
Okay,
guys need to be on the Heroes Cruise. If not at the
we
Heroes Cruise,
are.
at least at the meetup.
We guess what? We are. We are. I've already told him. You know why? Because I have several heroes in my family. I got Air Force, but they can all afford their cruises. I got Air Force. I got someone that's passed away in a cruise. I mean, in the. Okay, get it. Okay, here. Okay, we're gonna walk the walk and talk the talk. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Push button.
And by
Okay.
the way, the donations that you put on through the HH4C is tax deductible.
Oh, well, I don't pay. See, because I'm disabled, and not because I'm disabled, but because of my age. Over here, you don't have to pay. Um.
Sh- Cheryl, you're not disabled.
Oh. What? Oh.
You're very abled, but
Okay.
you're
Okay. Okay, Jimmy. Jimmy. PMA. PMA.
correct.
Wait, it's no PMA here because sometimes, like today, I didn't feel. Oh my God, I had so much that all donations. Okay, Orange Cone did it, and he's doing it now. So you should get something, and you have
Thank
it
you.
where it's quarterly or yearly or something. I don't know what it is, but we're doing it. And what is it?
Thank you.
It don't even matter because it's none of their business. It's only Sean's business. But
Correct.
we're not walking the we're walking the walk. What is it now, Sean?
You're walking the walk, you're not talking the talk.
Yes, yes. And see, the reason why we haven't done it before, I don't know. It just came to us, this Heroes Cruise. You
Yep.
know, that Heroes Cruise touched.
I served,
He
so
served.
so that's
Jeremy
why we're doing
served.
this.
He
I
served.
wasn't aware.
He was with the Navy. And see, I'm telling you,
Jeremy, you and I need to do an interview at some point.
yeah, and he was in the Navy. Um, I got so many people that are
I got to do this on a computer.
okay. Well, go to the computer. I'll
Mm-hmm.
take care of Sean.
Thank you.
But but this is it. I I've been wanting to do uh, something for Helping Hands for Cruising for a long time, and
Matter of fact, it is their business. Let them know how much we're doing and see if anybody can match it.
oh,
Match
match
the campaign right now during this show.
match it. Hey, Linda. Linda Toman is creates is in here. Hey, Linda, how you doing?
So
Uh,
Cheryl, let me give you a little bit of info. We had a board meeting earlier on. At the board meeting, there were some recipients. I'm not going to say who the recipients are at this point. They will be found. They will find out first of all, but they will also be they'll also be made a fuss of a little later on. But of the 10 recipients for the Heroes Cruise, we currently have 3 that are approved, and one more being investigated at this particular point.
okay.
Investigate's not the right word, but
I know what you
Vetted.
mean.
Vetted.
yeah,
Vetted.
vetted. That's it.
That's what
That's
they
that's
do.
the 4-letter word I couldn't think of.
Wait a minute. That's what they do to our president, and
Right.
look where we are.
Correct. Investigate. Yep. But to give you an idea, of the ones that we've already got, the first one is a cop. The second one is a Navy person. The third one is a Gold Star family member. So
And that's what that's, you know what? That's the cause. I guess they got me fired up and ready to go. Is
mhm,
because you were doing something that touched my life.
mhm.
Not that I was going to put anybody as a recipient because my family, they go on cruises and they go on exotic trips. But let me tell you, they that Heroes Cruise, when I first heard you talk about it, I said, that's it. That's for me. That's for me to get involved in. And I want everybody, if you can't what is it, match what we're giving. And I'm not saying you have to give any money tonight, but it would be nice if you did give some soon or later.
Um, I have to answer a question for Linda.
Okay.
Um, Linda, that's a very good question, and I can't answer that because Michael Ann, our recipient liaison, will get in touch with the recipients, and the minute she's gotten in touch with the recipients, she will then inform me. So yeah, it's exciting.
Okay, the Bryant Report official, they need to know when is the Heroes Cruise. I know you said it's in September of 2028, I believe.
Yep. We're waiting on NCL to drop their itineraries, and we're expecting that any day now. The minute they drop their itineraries, we can then say which ship, which itinerary, and which cruise port. But we're gunning for Canaveral.
And that's right, Linda. If you cannot donate, at least share. Share
Yes.
him out to your, because we all don't have the same subscribers. You know, I subscribe to, uh, what is it? the people that dig the ground, the people that do that. I can't think what they are. Homesteading. I do
Mhm.
homesteading. I do crafting. I because Linda told me I do crafting. Not only do I do your channel is crafting, I do other channels. I also do I do so many fishing. I do fishing. I also do um, Jonesy, which I know you know him. I know you know him. I do Jonesy the radio.
Oh, Jonesy.
Yes, in Tasmania. I like that channel. I like to see where he's going. I like his voice. I love his voice. He's got
You know
that.
that he did that for a living, was a radio announcer.
Oh my God, he has the best voice ever. And when he comes on at different times. But when he comes on, I can be in my hospital bed, and guess what? I can listen to his voice and go to sleep. It's that kind of voice. And
By the
then
way, he does that to me too. He puts me to sleep.
oh no,
But
not
I should say it.
but if everybody promised me that they can share him out to your community. My community is different from your community. In fact, my community is different from Jeremy's community.
Mm.
He he does different stuff and all of this. I have a face for radio. Stop, Ross. Wait. Yeah, but Ross is very smart. He's very smart. As
He
crew,
does have a face for, you should see, he does have a face for radio.
I've
Seriously.
cruised with him. I really have. I've cruised with Ross, and he's a
I need to
well.
answer a question for the Bryant Report, if you don't mind.
Okay, go
Um,
ahead.
it is a group cruise, which you will be able to book through. Our TA is Bruce from Ocean to Ocean Travel. You will be able to book it through him, but can only give you the details once we've got them ourselves. However, we are gunning for September of 2028.
Okay, Nightbot's messing with Michael Ann. Michael Ann, I don't know how to fix anything. I barely know how to copy and paste. So,
I got it.
okay, thank you. Jeremy's going to fix whatever it is. I don't know. But yes, Linda, you're absolutely right. If you can't donate, share. That's all I'm asking. Share, share, share. It's very important because we all have different. I don't subscribe to half the people y'all subscribe to, and I know you don't. You know what? I subscribe to paranormal, so I know y'all don't. It's just fascinating to me. But for me, to be here is an honor to be here with Sean. He's doing something good. He's also he's got me fired up. Not too many things got me fired up. I'm one of those people that always go for the cause, and the heroes is a cause for me. It is a oh. It doesn't like that I dropped the HH4C website. You need to. That's what it was.
No, she's not a moderator. I'm adding her right now.
Okay, he's adding you, McLean, as a moderator, so you can drop the link. Sorry, um, but it is very important to Sean, to me, to people that he's trying to get on for the Heroes Cruise, that we share it out. And if we share it out, we just might get that one person who says, "Bam! I got $50,000 for this one person." So you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
And that's and I know that Jeremy he got a higher clientele than I do in subscribers, and he can share this out, but I don't know how to work this computer or anything.
Come join us, the Bryant Report. Come and join us.
I'm gonna be there. If you want to meet me, I'm gonna be there. Jennifer, I'm going for Rio. Let's plan it. 2028 out September. I'm going. We don't have anything planned for September. Um, we've been playing it by ear. If I wake up in 2026, I can book a cruise. So that's what I did this time. So next year, I'm already booked for 2027 February and November, but 2028 is all clear. So let's do it, Jennifer. Let's do it.
Come on,
Let's
come
get
on.
the girls together, and then I'm gonna get with Will. Together we will together we travel. Is that it? Yeah, I'm gonna get with them because they have a little girl that they took on a cruise, and so I have three girls that you, me, and Hannah, Chloe, and this other little girl. We can all be on this heroes cruise. It's leaving out of the states, and let's plan it. Let's do it. Let's just do it, and we can do that, Sean. We can bring our kids, and we're gonna do it.
We donated 30. Ask the people to match it.
Okay, everybody, match it. And how many we doing that?
We did 30.
Okay, for yearly? No, not yearly. What was it? I don't know, but we donated 30,
Oh,
and
thank you.
we need everybody that can
To match it.
to match it. And if you
Oh,
can't match it, I'm gonna tell you what you can do. Just
And yeah, that's Port Canaveral.
okay, it is Port Canaveral.
Yep.
Okay, and you know what? If you haven't been on NCL, it's the best ship ever.
Yeah, they got the
oh, they're
best food.
amazing.
They're
They got
amazing,
the
aren't
best
they?
food.
And they got
They're
the
amazing.
best food. They got it's we fell in love with NCL when we had one of the kids on there, and he has DMDD, and the um, cruise director came up to us and said um, in our ear, he said, "There's something. What's wrong?" He has a disability, and we said yes, he has DMDD. And so, guess what? He said, "We are trained for that."
Oh, wow.
See, mm. And we haven't looked back at Carnival. And I'm sorry Carnival didn't do that because they got a big Heroes Lounge. I heard that. I don't know why they didn't reach out better, because they do have a Heroes Lounge to that would be
They didn't
perfect.
even they didn't even respond, to be honest. Um, we put numerous times, we put because on the inaugural with Kenny, we were on a Carnival ship, and for a number of times we reached out and said, you know what, we've got this charity here, yada yada, and they're so focused on St Jude's that nobody else matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm sorry, but I'm glad that it's going to be on NCL because that's one of our favorite ships. We like NCL, Princess, and MSC. And
Yep.
MSC does a dynamite job for the veterans. Um,
Yep.
they really do. But NCL,
Is there a class of ship in mind?
No, it's what's in mind is the itinerary, more to the point.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah,
okay,
the Southern Caribbean.
I love
Yep.
that
Yeah, man.
itinerary.
That's gonna be an awesome.
It's going to be
cruise.
awesome, and I'm not going to miss that because guess what? I have not been to the Saints yet, other than St. Thomas. So if God says the same, I will be there. But I will be there. Be awesome to sell out as many cabins.
It'd be a privilege. I mean, I really want to give you a hug, so there you go.
Oh, there you go. But
Thanks.
Michael Ann, it would be awesome to sell out as many cabins as possible. You're
Mhm.
right, absolutely. And Port Canaveral, if you haven't been to Port Canaveral and you fly in and you go into those little that train, it looks like you're going on some kind of
Mhm.
spaceship thing or something. For me, that's what it looks like.
You fly into Orlando.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am I can't you haven't done NCL. When you do NCL, let me tell you, you won't be sorry. Won't be
You
sorry
won't be
because
sorry going with
the
NCL.
food is good. The everything is good. I've been on NCL twice, and I'm going in October. So
The
I love it.
crew is unbelievable.
Yes.
Mhm.
The amount of patience they've got, they are unbelievable.
Yes, and Linda, the southern is the ABC Islands
Mm-hmm.
or the Saint Islands, Saint Thomas, Saint
St.
Martin,
Kitts.
Saint Kitts. I have not been to those saints yet. The only one I've been to is Saint Thomas, and I love Saint Thomas.
Tortola.
Tortola,
Yep.
Antigua.
Um,
Antigua. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
um,
Barbados.
the Bryant Report, let me give you a heads up. The best way to keep up to date with what's going on is either through the Helping Hands for Cruising.org website or actually on the channel. And if you're interested, Helping Hands for Cruising runs. I generally do a chat every Tuesday morning. That's Tuesday morning your time at 6 a.m. It's 8 p.m. our time, and I do a chatting with Sean segment, and information gets leaked out of there. Also, most it will be available on the website, and it'll also be available out on the Down Under cruises when I do my live streams there as well. So there's a whole host of different places where it can be put out.
Yes. And man, I want to work with them. You see that here? I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's what got me, and I'm sure it's getting other people, Sean.
Yep,
They're saying heroes. Yeah,
we
that's getting,
appreciate that.
that's getting a lot of people interested. It is. Um, it is. That's all I can
It's
say.
mainly because of the sacrifice that it takes to be a hero, and I want to speak to
Yes.
that too. Is that heroes, true heroes, go to war for people they don't even know.
Right.
Yep. Yep.
True heroes serve people they don't even know, no matter what their
Mm-hmm.
stance is on anything.
The
No matter what
police,
your,
the
no matter
fire
what your stance
department.
is on anything, it doesn't matter to us. To people like us, it doesn't matter. If you have a beating heart, we're going to protect you. We're going to
Mhm.
serve you. We're going to care for you because you are breathing. It's as
Correct.
simple as that. And to honor people like that,
Man,
that's
it
a big
means a
thing.
lot. That means,
That's a big
man,
thing. I
that's a
believe that
big
this
thing.
Heroes cruise is going to go off bigger, and it should go off bigger
Then
than
the
you know,
rock
than
and
the
roll. Uh-huh.
yeah, because
Oh, absolutely. We know without a doubt, without a doubt, the Heroes Cruise will be way bigger than the Rock and Roll. So much so that we're looking at in the future to do a Heroes Cruise down in Australia as well.
Oh, okay, that's
very
wonderful.
nice.
That's wonderful. That is wonderful. And before we go, I want you to tell people about the New Year's Eve cruise
She
that
wants to
that we
give us our
won't
notes.
that we won't be there, but we want to hear about it. I like to hear
Yeah,
about it
pulling out
instead.
of pulling out of Sydney
And
on New
going
Year's Eve.
going under the bridge and the
So,
fireworks and stuff. Right.
so to give you guys a heads up, so we're looking at the 31st of December 2029 at 20 to midnight, spending time outside the Sydney Harbour Bridge, or not the Harbour Bridge, but the Sydney Opera House, overlooking, or if we're lucky enough, we get on board a local harbour cruise, and it'll be out on the water on the harbour, and there you are. You're counting down the minutes, the seconds. Comes midnight on the dot, you watch Sydney Harbour Bridge just illuminate with fireworks.
Mm.
They throw about $10 million worth of fireworks in 20 minutes out over the Sydney Harbour. It has got to be the most incredible experience.
Yeah, we see y'all show on our TV over here.
Yep.
They make sure and
They do.
and make sure that we catch Sydney.
And the Bryant Report official, he was in the Navy as well. But
oh well, thank you for my freedom.
What did you do? Tell him what you did, because he pushed paper.
He
did not see any part of a war.
I kept maintenance logs for rescue helicopters.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Okay, so let me say this. whether you were a pen pusher or whether you were a gun pusher or you were a drug pusher, and it was all done with a military uniform, thank you for your service. You were
welcome.
just as important.
Yes.
He pushed paper, and he got a certificate for that. It's in his
I'm a
office.
professional file clerk.
It's in his office.
Hey, so that's why you're so good at pushing paper around. I'm
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
That is correct.
But I want to thank Sean
Mm-hmm.
for taking the time out of his day to be a guest on your show that I took over, because I needed to let people know to share you out, and you're going to share him out on your group of people, because I don't know how to do that.
Right.
I'll be
But-
honest with you, Cheryl, I couldn't think of a better place to be.
But thank you. But let me tell you, we're gonna get him up to 500, even if I have to get 25 more accounts from what do you call that place? Open up 25 more.
These are nefarious YouTube practices and are not endorsed here on the Creator Cabin.
Correct.
Yeah, that's
but
not
but
good.
see, but you know, that's what you can do.
No.
They can get
No.
open up 25
That's
YouTube
bad
or Gmail.
advice. YouTube's looking for that.
No, they're not.
They are.
They're not.
They are.
Open up an
Especially
account
to
in your
use
kid's name.
Gmail.
Open up an account in your kid's name and sub to Helping Hands. That's all I'm asking.
Jeremy, stop going red.
Yeah. So
Yep.
you're right. He is.
I am.
But I would like to thank Ilana for allowing you to have this hour with us,
Yes.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
because people had to know about the
Yep.
Heroes Cruise. That's very, very important, because I couldn't tell people about it, because all I could say was what I heard
Master
you
at
say.
Arms.
Oh, Master of Arms.
Mhm.
Well, he was.
And a sonar technician. Wow. Very nice.
Uh-huh. So in a way, he did something. You pushed paper. So in a way, back.
I kept maintenance records. That's what I did.
But Sean,
Hey, just as important. If it wasn't for those maintenance records, those helicopters wouldn't fly.
And then
Yeah.
if it wasn't for me out walking on that flight deck doing the FOD walk down every morning at 4 a.m., they would have broken down faster.
Yep.
So that was what I did. I walked around and picked up pebbles, kept them in my hand, and threw them in the trash.
oh, see, look,
Threw
Linda.
them in the trash or threw them at the incoming torpedoes.
Nice.
You see what
Lithographer.
You see what Linda was.
Lithographer. That's
Uh-huh.
writing in code and stuff. That's very nice.
That's very good.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm trying to close up.
Okay.
But-
Well, hold on. Let me do it.
okay.
Thank you guys so much for coming into Creator Cabin. I love you. Cheryl loves you. Sean loves you. We all love you.
Share him out.
Share out Helping Hands for Cruising, the Downunder Cruisers, and everything that Sean is doing on the other side of the world. Please, he needs our help. Let your people know about his people, and then his people can get in contact with your people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Until then, everybody is humankind. I ask that you make the choice to be a kind human today. Take care, guys.
And share.